Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today is Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I did. Very, very relaxing. Ready for another busy week in the workshop. So today, we are going to continue with the Peugeot 207 and the head gasket. Rebuild, timing belt. We're going to sort all this out today and hopefully get it all back together and then turn that key to make sure that everything's good, works well. So I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, making some really good progress on the Peugeot. As you can see, and as you've been watching, I'm just sort of buttoning things up and sort of, going through the motions, making sure it's okay. I did put the coolant in as well, so that don't seem to be dropping, and I've got no leaks anywhere, so that's good. There's no coolant leaks. Just putting these pipes back on and stuff like that. This is where I thought I was going to possibly get some sort of leak, because that is only siliconed on, basically, with gasket sealer. So that was always a risky part, really. But it ain't leaking at all. So, yeah, so far, so good. I suppose you just never know until you start sort of getting it, running up to temperature, and then the coolant, possibly might leak somewhere. I don't know, but we just have to see how it goes. But there's a lot going on. I've had to do a lot, and so much can go wrong. Do you know what I mean? One thing could just make all this, absolutely pointless. But we just have to keep going, and I have to keep checking, keep putting things back in place, putting back on, making sure. I have taken pictures, so I know, where exactly everything goes, because the pictures that I've taken, I'm just going to go backwards and put it all back together. So, yeah, all the injectors are in place, and the coil pack's in place as well. So I just need to plug this in, put these wires back in place and stuff like that. You've got an earth wire here. That's got to be connected to that bolt there. It's got to come off and go there. And yeah, just put all this back on. But we're getting close. We are getting close for this now. It's always worrying, this, isn't it? Always worrying. But yeah, let's keep going, and just see what we can get done. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, apart from this timing cover that goes over there, everything else has been put back on in place. I've just put that pulley on there and the belt. So that's why the markings have changed on this, because I've had to turn that pulley and it's turned it around, so the markings are now disappeared. So if anyone's wondering, it's that's the reason why. So yeah, I've connected the battery back up. I haven't tried this yet, and I'm ready to just go for it to see if all this work has paid off or not. I think the first thing we need to do is we need to sort of get that pumped back up to the fuel rail, because I've taken off all the fuel. I've undone all the fuel. So that if you just do it on ignition one a couple of times, it just pumps the fuel back through the lines. Don't need too much, a couple of times. All right, let's give it a go. So there we go. Sounds a little bit tappy, that, doesn't it? Is that too much? I think that's too much tapping, isn't it? But at least we've got a running engine again. It just sounds a bit tappy to me, that, I think. Maybe that needs readjusting. Yeah, maybe. Wow, okay, all right, well, after all that work, we've now got a running engine. So that is good news. Yeah, it's just, what can I say? It's a little bit, I've just got to check, make sure we've got no leaks, you know, everything else is, it seems okay. I'm just going to let it tick over for a little while, just to warm it up, you know, just to get that coolant going, just to sort of, I'm not going to start revving the nuts out of it and start forcing it to do anything I don't want it to do. And then leave it like that for a little while, just keep it running, ticking over on idle. And then I think we'll put it all back together, put the wheel on, and then I'm going to take it for a little run. Just a little drive around the block, just to make sure, you know, and just do my checks, just keep going, check the coolant, that's not dropping, that's not changing, just get it up to temperature. But I do feel that it's a bit knocky, but I don't know what it was like. I don't know what it was sounding like before that I'd done this work, because the timing belt was snapped. So I don't know what it was actually running like, but I think it might need a little bit more adjustment on those tappets, really. I think. But yeah, at least it's running. At least it's running, guys, yeah? Right, okay. Let's get set up, hopefully for the last time. We'll just button everything up. I'll just do my checks. I'll make sure the coolant's all right. We're getting hot air through the cabin. I'll check the oil as well, just to make sure that's okay. Just check to make sure we've got no leaks, you know, nothing's leaking, nothing like that. Let's just button this up and finish this off, and then I'll take you for a little test drive. So let's continue. Got this wheel arch to put on as well. Yeah, but good news. Customer is going to be very, very happy getting their car back. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I hope you can hear me okay, but I think there's a problem. So as you can hear, the fan is staying on, and we're getting no hot air. We're getting no hot air in here whatsoever, nothing. And it's just starting to go over. The temperature's just starting to go up on this side, look. It's going up too much, really, and I'm getting no heat. So, to me, that relates to the thermostat. That relates to the thermostat. It must be stuck, or it must have a problem with it. Yeah, look, I've turned it all off, and now it's starting to go up a little bit more. So I think the best thing to do is to go off, get a new thermostat for this, and then switch it over. So we're not quite finished with this one, guys, but it is what it is. You know, these little things, these little bits and pieces, they're here to test us, basically. So I'm hoping it's just a thermostat, because it's not you know, I'm not getting, it makes sense because I'm getting no heat inside and the fan is staying on, and yeah, it kind of makes sense. I'm hoping that's what it is. But it could be other things, we don't know. But let's just go for the thermostat. That's going to be the cheapest way to do it. It's like 45 quid or 50 quid or whatever it is. So, yeah, let me go off. I am going to grab one. It means we're going to have to dump out all the coolant again. So we're going to have to remove the coolant. Luckily, the thermostat is just there. So that there is the thermostat. So I reckon let's switch that over and let's see if that solves our problem and we get some nice heat. It's probably, you know, it might have been seized, it might have been stuck. You just don't know, because obviously what happened to the engine, we just don't know. So it's worth just changing that thermostat, which is just on the end. So bear with me. I'm going to go off, and then when I get back, I'll set you up, guys. We're going to get cracking, dump the coolant out, and switch over that thermostat, and hopefully that will solve our problem. So bear with me, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, well, there we go. Nice new thermostat in place, and I've already started to fill up the coolant. This is the original one that I just took off. Whether or not it's the original one that come from the car, from new, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it looks rusty, doesn't it? So there's a good possibility that it's seized or something's happened to it, or yeah. So we're going to see now. We're going to see now if this is going to solve it. So I'm going to start the car. I'm going to warm it all up, let it run, let it go through the motions, keep filling up the coolant here, and I'm just going to see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this changes it, because I think, you know, otherwise we've got another major problem. But let's just see how it goes. Fingers crossed, guys, that this works. Hopefully it does. So I'll set you back up for now. Let's continue. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, as you can hear, the fan is coming on still. That fan is controlled by the computer, onboard computer, ECU, and it obviously tells the car to put on, but we're still getting no hot air. Even if I hold the accelerator down for a bit and keep it on the revs, keep it up, I'm just trying to force that circulation, do you know what I mean, of the actual coolant. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wheel back on and take it for a drive. Let me turn this off. I think the best thing to do is take this for a drive. So I'm going to put the wheel back on and then take it for a run around the block and see if it will help. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on the temperature gauge there to make sure that we're not overheating. I am going to be driving the car, so technically it's getting cold air into the system because it's coming through the front of the bumper. Do you know what I mean? So it won't overheat, but I will keep an eye on it to make sure it won't. But I really want to get that circulation going. I can't find. And that sometimes on some engines and these manufacturers, they put little bleed nipples, and you undo the bleed nipple and it pulls all the air through the system for the coolant. But I can't find nothing like that on this one. I might have to do a little bit of investigation. I might have to look at some videos, see if I can find something. But yeah, at the minute, you know, I'm not getting that circulation correct. Maybe, like I said, it might just need a drive. So bear with me. I'm going to chuck that wheel on, take it for a drive. I'll come back and I'll let you know results. So, see you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the test drive with the Peugeot. And I literally drove it everywhere. I just drove it around, really sort of pushing it around, see what I could get it to go. And now we've got really nice warm air coming out of there. Really not warm, it's hot, really hot. So the circulation is there. It seems to be sort of working as it should now. The temperature gauge is not going up, so it's staying exactly in the halfway mark where it should be, just there. So yeah, I've just been keeping an eye on that, making sure it's not overheating, and it's not. The fan's not coming in anymore as well. So, guys, it looks like this one is nearly there. Just got to put a bit more coolant in there, top that up again. Still a little bit tappy, but I just don't know what it was like before. So, it's really difficult to sort of say. But if it starts to get really annoying for her, then I might have to bring it back, and then we'll have to reset or mess around with those valves and stuff like that. But I think we can call that saved. So yeah, it did take a bit of time, this one. A little bit fiddly, messing around and stuff like that, but we've saved it. So she can now have her car back and yeah, drive it around as and when she should. But I've quite enjoyed this, actually. I've quite enjoyed sort of taking the head off, getting it repaired, doing the head gasket, checking it all over, doing all those bits. I've quite enjoyed doing this one. So, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice to do something that you enjoy. The world's worst is going to work or doing something just to go to work. If you don't enjoy your work, what's the point? But yeah, I really enjoy this. So that's enough waffling, guys. I think we can call that done. I'll give the customer a call. She can come and collect her car, and yeah, all sorted. So there we go. That's it. That's the end of today's video. The end of the Peugeot 207. You won't see this again, hopefully. It is all sorted. Don't forget, drop me a comment, guys, down below. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.